This is also another important slide, and it says that phonics, word study, is equal to phonics plus spelling plus vocabulary instruction. This is a very broad term, and when I'm working on phonics, I'm also combining spelling and vocabulary instruction. It's an additive sort of way of thinking about uh, word knowledge. It's also hands-on. Word study involves doing things with words, manipulating, comparing, examining, categorizing, and offers students the opportunity to make their discoveries about how words work. How do words work? And that word categorizing is very important. How do we think about words? And so our two popular books are Word Study, and then Shane Templeton is the first author on vocabulary instruction. Now we're working, this is the 7th edition of Word Study, and then vocabulary instruction, this is the 2nd edition. And so many of the activities that you'll want to get under your belt are here and in this presentation. This is another important slide because it shows how reading, writing, and spelling are related. So we are focusing mostly on transitional readers, intermediate readers, and advanced readers. And you can see the stages of spelling that go with these reading stages. You can also see the rough correspondence between grade levels and the stages of reading and the stages of spelling. You could call them phases, as Linnea Airy does, and the orthography that she talks about, the orthographic mapping, is happening during all three of these layers: alphabet, pattern, and meaning. Now, of course, we work on vocabulary during the emergent and beginning, and it's often largely oral in the way we approach vocabulary at these earlier grades. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stages, and I think of these stages in terms of early, middle, and late. For the simple reason that if you say that a student is a late within word pattern speller, and I say the student is an early syllables and affixes, we're probably pretty close. That's one reason that we look at the way that reading, writing, and spelling are connected. So there's a synchrony among reading, writing, and spelling. So you could come in here, teachers, and tell us, do you observe the synchrony among reading, writing, and spelling in your students? I'd love to have a moment of your time here. The student who is still working on long vowels and is in 4th grade is probably a transitional reader and still is not particularly fluent, but is beginning to read silently. The finger pointing drops away. And if we go back to that previous slide on development, you can see that the beginning reader is going to be a letter name speller. They're still working on short vowels, for example. Whereas at the next stage, the 3rd stage, the student is working on long vowels. So I hope that you do see the synchrony of development. The other point is it pays off in the end because there's a reciprocal nature between reading and writing and spelling. When I'm teaching spelling, when I'm doing word study with students, I aim to improve to help them improve their reading. Likewise, reading influences writing. You look at the great writers, they are voracious readers as well. So reading and writing go together, and there's that reciprocal nature of instruction.